Hi students, this is A. Mandri Kumar Rajesh. In this video, you are going to learn the topic Mendel's laws of heredity. Mendel conducted hybridization experiment on pea plant for 7 years and proposed 4 principles of inheritance. Later, the principles got the status of law, which was given by the biologist Karl Correns, and now it is called as Mendel's laws of heredity or Mendel's laws of inheritance. That 4 laws are law of paired factors, law of dominance, law of segregation, and law of independent assortment. In our book, the law of paired factor is not mentioned because the reason is, according to NCERT, the law of paired factors has been included under law of dominance. So it is not mentioned in our book separately. So please make note on it. And in today's video, I am going to explain the first 3 laws with the help of Mendelian monohybrid cross. First, I am going to explain the law of paired factor. Law of paired factor states that in an organism, the character is represented by at least 2 unit factors. At least 2 unit factors. Unit factors are nothing but genes or alleles. And that unit factors lie on 2 homologous chromosomes. 2 homologous chromosomes at the same locus. So, in an organism, a character is represented by at least 2 unit factors. That 2 unit factors lie on 2 homologous chromosomes at same locus. Mendel did experiment on pea plant. It is an angiospermic plant. So the plant should be angiospermic plant. So the plant should be diploid in nature. That means the plant body has 2 sets of chromosomes. And that chromosomes are called as homologous chromosome. That homologous chromosomes are called as, they are similar in size, they are similar in position of genes, and they are similar in position of centromere. For our explanation, I have chosen the character stem height of a pea plant. In pea plant, the 4th chromosome is responsible for the stem height. In pea plant, the 4th chromosome is responsible for stem height because it carries the gene for the character stem height. So this is a homologous chromosome. This is a homologous chromosome. This is the first chromosome. This is the second chromosome, which is homologous to the first chromosome. And in the first chromosome, that alleles are fixed in this position, and that position is called locus. And the allele may be capital T or small t. Likewise, in the second homologous chromosome, the alleles are fixed in the same position, and that allele may be capital T or small t. From this, we can conclude a character is controlled by a pair of unit factor. The stem height is a character that is controlled by a pair of unit factor. So that is called law of paired factor. Next, I am going to explain the law of dominance with the help of Mendelian monohybrid cross. Law of dominance states that when an organism is heterozygous for a trait, the allele that is expressed in F1 generation is called as dominant factor or dominant allele. For example, take two pea plants. One is homozygous pure tall plant and other one is homozygous pure dwarf plant, and made a cross between these two true breeds. In F1 generation, we could able to find all the young ones are tall. Now look into the alleles of the young ones. It contains capital T and small t, but it shows the phenotypic character tall. That means the dominant character or the dominant allele capital T expressed in F1 generation and the recessive character or the recessive allele small t is suppressed in F1 generation. Then I want to add some more information in stem height of pea plant. We could able to find three combination of alleles in stem height. They are capital T, homozygous, tall, small t, homozygous, dwarf, capital T, small t, heterozygous, tall. It reveals that the dominant character can be expressed in both homozygous and heterozygous condition. But in the case of the recessive character, it could be expressed only in homozygous condition. That means the dominant character suppresses the recessive character. That is called the law of dominance. Next, I am going to explain the law of segregation. Law of segregation states that the two alleles coding for a single character get separated during gamete formation. That means each gamete carries only one allele or only one unit factor. So the gametes are produced in equal proportion. So the gametes are produced in equal proportion. So the capital T is equal to the small t. Let me explain the law clearly. In F1 generation, all the young ones are tall, even though they have also received the allele small t for dwarfness. Isn't it? Dwarfness. Because the capital T is dominant over the recessive T. So the F1 hybrids are allowed to self-breed. So the F1 hybrids are allowed to self-breed. Self-breed. In F2 generation, we could able to find the appearance of both tall and dwarf character. The reason is during gamete formation, the alleles get separate each other and formed into two different gametes That means the 50% of gametes carries the tall character and 50% of gametes carries the recessive character, and that alleles get randomly distributed in all the young ones due to fusion of gametes during fertilization. So the two alleles get separated during gamete formation. This is called law of segregation. And importantly, alleles do not blend with each other. As a result, the gametes are always pure for a character. So it is also known as law of non-mixing of alleles or law of purity of gametes. With this information, I am going to conclude this video. I hope you all enjoy this video. Thank you very much. If you have any doubt, please clarify with me. Stay home and stay safe. Thank you.